Hello everyone, welcome back to ZOR, Pilgrimage of the Slorfs. I think we won last time, so let's go to a fresh pilgrimage and try a burden. Unprepared, 2 lazy cards at start and no daily XP. More threats, hazards, turrets, spikes and graves. Overgrown, double the weeds and terrain. We've already tried Horde once, let's try Unprepared. 2 lazy cards at start and no daily XP. I think it shouldn't impact us if we manage to get towards the end of the run, but the first earlier parts of the run are going to be much trickier, especially with the increased food cost and the longer time it's going to take to upgrade stuff. A good first level though, we get our 2 sticks on our path as we're going, and we just have these 2 guys to kill over at the end, so let's start with a motivation at the back. We will swing by these 2. And here we can jump straight in with a lazy for the cost of 3 food, because we're going to replenish that as we walk through here. They each have 1 action, so they only get to move 1 space. And here we can't move through Hulga's space, even though she's a friendly unit. So let's drop a walk card. Then this bush here is going to keep this whole corridor very thin and annoying. So I only want to step in 1 really. If we step in 2, we're going to be attacked. I actually think what's going to be better for us is if we step back to here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 turns till this thing catches up, which is quite long. But if it can get there, we can both attack it quite comfortably. So I'm actually going to play a lazy to here to harvest this mushroom next turn. For us, we will discard a walk card. They can't move along through their space. Here, we're going to harvest this, increase our food. Now, here, we could motivate, step forward, attack, and step back again. Seems fine by me. That's really annoying. I would expect this Grimp to follow behind, but so be it. Here, we're going to move in and attack. The extra food is good. The drop here has a chance to be fur or a chance to be an XP. Now, because it wasn't an XP, it's going to be much slower to upgrade through the initial upgrades on our cards at camp, because we're not going to get XP at camp for defeating the encounter, nor did we get a piece of XP from this creature, so that's going to be tough. Let's explore through here. We will walk 1 step in behind. We have 3 water. We want to use 1 water to harvest this dead tree for the extra sticks. So I think the tough part is we have 3 food, which is not a lot. Well, that's perfect, because with motivation we can hit this once and hit it twice, drop some food and 1 XP. Then it's just the puzzle of getting all of these resources before we finish. So we don't need a swipe card anymore, so we can discard that for free. Right, if we want to move, we're going to be hurt. But we can walk 1, get this food. Motivation is perfect, because we can get this XP, get this recipe. the sharp stick and stand there. And here with Hulga, we can harvest this tree for a stick. We managed to get through that with only losing 1 HP. But we're going to be so behind the curve on XP for upgrading our cards. We're going to be using a near basic deck for a long time, which is going to be very tricky. It would benefit us to get 2 inspiring figures, gain 1 XP at each camp. So I am still going to open up small fire first. We can't make a sharp stick. Could have made a walking stick, but I'm not ready to because we needed our sticks for the small fire. Nothing we can upgrade here for its cost, so off to encounter 2. Away we go. Let me just hydrate. Well, this being our only water source is annoying. This grass and sticks and branch being that far away from everything else, also annoying. And this underflock blaster, we have to remove some of these weeds before we can get there. So we'll take a step in here. For now, we're just going to harvest this tree because we're here. Now, what I want is... I screwed up. I should have swiped first to destroy the branch, then stepped in next, because if I step in now, I'm going to take 2 damage. So we're going to end our turn. That's my fault. We're going to have to lazy here to catch up to there. They moved away, which is a shame. But we can motivate. We learn about a digging stick all the way around to here. So that turret's going to fire. We can discard a branch. They move, they move, they move. Turret fires on our enemies. Food is incredibly important. So this is 2 food. Right, I'm just going to discard a branch for now. Then I expect this guy to try and walk towards us. So we are going to go with lazy, step in, step out again. They move towards us. They do their little dance. This thing gets shot as well, which is great news. Now it seems that we're just going to do a little bifurcation on who's going where. So we're about to walk past water. We don't have any other tiles that we specifically need to harvest. So I'm going to use my harvest card to harvest the food behind me. And here, this is good. We can... all of these tiles are all in the perimeter of this thing, which is its own problem. So we're going to motivate and go 1, 2, 3. This little guy is going to come round towards us. I want the XP, but I also want the grass and sticks. But we have a decent amount of food, so I'm going to step to here. This only has 1 HP, which is no real bother. So we're going to walk 1 over, excuse me. Then they're going to walk 1 towards us, which means we can hit them next turn. For 2 food, we can get the XP and then step away again. Yeah, we don't need to use a harvest card over here, so we can use a water to swipe that dead. Doesn't have anything to drop just because it's a baby. You fire for nothing. Right, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from this dry grass, which is going to be tricky. We will go with a lazy, fill up on water. Here we have 7 food, so lazy not so concerning. Motivation is great. We'll get this grass. I said we'll get this grass. Here, we don't have any water to harvest this, but we can walk one there. We can walk one here. And then for a lazy, for 3 food, we can step on the sticks and the recipe. We learn about a dew collector. And that is everything. We got through that just perfectly. Didn't destroy the underflock blaster, but we don't really need to. It might have XP in it. I can't quite recall, but it's very tough to kill that thing without ranged attacks. Alright. So we have 3 XP. I don't know whether I want to upgrade Explore to be something more interesting, or to wait to pull Lazy down to an Explore so it doesn't cost 3, because those high costs are pretty bad. Let's check our crafting. We can make cozy pillows. Unfortunately, we don't have second grass and fur to go straight up into inspiring figurine. We can also make a cozy fire for 2 more max food. Given the cost of our expensive cards, this seems like a good move. We can then go to big fire immediately, which is +2 max food again. Which is incredible, because we can still make comfy pillows. So let's do that. So for a little while at least, that should alleviate our food concerns now that we have 12 apiece. Given that we have 12 apiece, I think I'm going to upgrade Explore into a more interesting card. Hike, Strain, or Climb. Well, Hike for 4 actions gives us a lot. Strain gives Slorf 3 actions, cost is free if food is full. Food isn't going to be full that often. Climb gives Slorf 3 actions, ignore action and height penalties. I'm going to take Hike. It's still pretty expensive, but hopefully we can make it work. Question mark. Off to the next day. Right, we have a windy tree over here, and a stone, and some food, and a triobelisk. Down here, more food, sticks, and a pile of sticks, an aloe tree that can be harvested for a healing pod, and a recipe. Up here there's a tuber, and these 2 enemies. Right. Spit 1, range 2. Can't hit us currently. Tough Bug, actions 2, Flying Nibble. So neither of these can hit us right now, which is really good. What I would like to do is get them to come to us and then we can hit them in a flurry. Because this only has 1 HP. This has 1 armor, 1 HP, which we could kill in 1 turn with motivation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play lazy and then eat this mushroom and step back. This guy has 1 action at a range of 2. So we need them to come to us 1 tile first. So I'm going to spend a walk card just to break this pile of sticks. Oh, the wind! I forgot about the wind! Okay, well, motivate here. Lets us kill that one. And hike here. Lets us kill that one. Keep forgetting about the wind. So now we're going up and to the left. If we're going up and to the left, I'm going to have this guy just walk in that general direction, and Hulga can pick up all the pieces around here, I think. So I'm going to walk onto these down spikes. Hulga. I want to harvest this. We'll move to there and get pushed. Then the spikes will change, which is annoying. I want to harvest this. I'm going to harvest that as well. I don't need a swipe card, so we'll expend some water here. Yeah, we're being pushed up and to the right onto this food. I'm going to harvest this tuber. I, again, completely forgot how wind works today. My brain is not engaged. I'm going to rush over here. We're being pushed to the right. 1, 2, 3. Pushed over, get the XP. Or let's discard the tuber. Push to the right. Now we're being pushed down. I'm going to motivate around there. Here we're being pushed down and across, so I'm just going to get rid of this stone because we're being pushed into a place I kind of want to be. With 2 water, we're going to harvest this triobelisk, so we're just going to start hitting this tree. Here we're going to hike 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's our harvest card. A hop, a work, or a dash. Work. Give Slorf 1 action. No attacks. Reduce food costs by a random card in hand by 1. I'm going to take hop just because I want a cheaper movement card that... Yeah, a cheaper movement card that can get me across gaps in the terrain. Then here we're being pushed to the left immediately. So I'm going to discard swipe so that we can get these mushrooms. Here we just need to attack this thing twice. Now we're being pushed up and away, which is annoying. So let's just motivate ourselves down to here to fill up on water. Poison bait as a recipe. Because now down here all we need to do is harvest this pod. Up here I'm going to take a hike because we can hit this. Then hit it again. And then I will step into the sticks. We're not being pushed around by the wind anymore, which is lovely. Honestly, we can just stand here so that we're next to water, just so that if we discard a swipe card or anything, our water refills immediately. We can get this extra XP, and now we are simply waiting on our harvest card for this aloe tree. There it is. That is everything. Make camp, away we go. Right, crafting. We can do planning, increase our hand size and our scouting level. We can make a sharp stick. Attack adjacent target for 2 piercing damage. Armor is ignored. It's a pretty good one. We only have 4 sticks though. And if I want to make a sharp stick, we can't then open planning for +1 hand size and scouting level. And I do like having a larger hand size to have more options immediately. So I'll take planning. Especially because if we make woodshed, we can make ourselves more sticks. We also have 3 XP once again, so we could upgrade something. It's nice to now have at least another 1-cost card in our deck that's a little bit cheaper. We could upgrade swipe or harvest, or hold off to upgrade either hike or lazy. I'm going to hold off, give myself more options let's jump into another day then, shall we? The Rocky Brush. Okay. We have some classic problems. This tree is going to blow us around. This tree is going to make roots. This tree is going to make roots. We have a pile of stones we can harvest. Sticks, bark, sticks, meat, a recipe, long grass that we can hide in, but then we can also harvest it for grass, and a dead tree with sticks. We're being pushed to the right immediately, so at the end of this turn, we're going to be pushed towards this enemy, which is unideal. I'm just trying to debate whether we could move over with motivation, take a step and hit it. And then we would need to draw a very specific card, which would be lazy or hike to hit it again, which is almost a 50% shot. That way it would never get a chance to kill us. Or we can let it come to us and then we can start hitting it. Right, we're being pushed to the right, so I'm actually going to motivate up to here. And we're being pushed to the right, so I'm going to walk to here. We then get pushed onto another card. They grow some roots. They grow some roots. They step towards us. We have a fresh turn. We're being pushed down now, which is annoying. We have no movement cards at all. Let's discard a healing pod. Walk is nice. We could either walk down a step, then it walks down a step, and then we both get pushed in the same direction until we're more prepared to attack it in an efficient way. Or we could attack it, get attacked back, and then be pushed away. Because we heal 1 every time we camp, we can afford to take 1 hit each time. We're moving towards water, so I'm actually going to swipe them. Oh, I'm dumb. We go in the order, so we got pushed away before they got a chance to hit us. That's great. Right, we're being pushed down to the left, which we can't move into. So I'm just going to discard the card we don't need. Here, with 1, we can take our action, kill this thing, get pushed into some sticks. They keep growing stuff. They keep growing stuff, which is going to be annoying, but we do have a hop card to aid us, which is going to be really useful. We're being pushed to the left. We could hike 1, 2, 3 and attack. That seems good to me. Yeah, we're being pushed to the left. So we might as well harvest these rocks. Then we get pushed, which means we don't have to spend our movement getting onto the tangled roots. Then I'm just going to discard a tuber, wait for a better, more efficient attacking card. With lazy though, we can step and attack. Don't get blown anywhere. I'm going to attack you once. I have no water here, so we might as well play swipe to attack over here. And down here, this tree has 3 HP. I'm just going to walk to hit it once. Then we're going to be pushed into the roots again. But fortunately for us, the mending glyph can't have roots exist on its space. So we can walk onto the mending glyph for free. And then hit this twice with our 3 remaining actions. Right. How much do I really want extra sticks? Because we still need to go all the way over here and kill this guy. There is a bunch of meat on the ground in between us and them, which is good. We're probably going to need it. Let's harvest this first. We will walk into this XP because I really, really want the XP. Then 2, 3. I'd like to fill up on water on the way because neither of us have water and I want to harvest this concealing grass. We have 9 food right now, so I'm going to hit this and step in. We're going to motivate to here. No, I'm not. I'm going to hike because that's going to cause me to take damage, but I'm about to walk over this mending glyph. So I get that back immediately. Then I'm going to hop over to here. We're going to motivate. I want this grass, but I need to eat something. So we'll do that. Now from here, we just want to walk to this meat as efficiently as possible. I'm going to do a round of discarding stones just to refill our hand with slightly more useful stuff. This is 3 food, so it refunds a lazy immediately. It's getting expensive to do stuff. We can motivate into this food. But you need to motivate into that food as a higher priority. So we're going to lazy into this food. Then we can motivate into that food. Then hike is good for, is it next turn? If we're here, costs us 2 to get to there and then 1 to hit that, which is not as efficient. I'm just going to walk 1 into all this food. Right, we have 3 movement, or 3 food. I want to get to this grass or this recipe. I kind of missed that this recipe was even here. There's no more food on the board. So we're using what we have to finish, which is tough. I'm going to hop. I think I'm going to go after the recipe. We have 3 water, so I'm going to harvest this grass. Motivation is great. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 1 damage, we can get to this. We learn about the Cyclops wand, which is incredibly good. We just have to find some eyes to make with it later. Here we can move 2 onto this and then hit for 1. Now it's going to start getting really, really painful. Why discard a walk when we can actually use it? This tree has 3 HP. We're going to swipe 1. Then I'm going to play hop for 1. We don't have any water left. So I'm going to hit that once more. Hike for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would get me to a grass. I have to play something, but it's going to cost me 3 HP to do it. So I think I'm just going to burn 1 water there. And here we can motivate, hit this, get the XP. And then I think I'm not going to worry about trying to get to this grass anymore. It's too much of a HP investment. The Cyclops Wand recipe, though, is great. If we take a look at that. So it's 1 water, attack a target in range 3 for 2 damage. It's so good. We just need eyes and goo, which is going to be trickier to get. We can make a cord supply, gain recipe bandage, add deck slot effect, or training dummy, gain a card swipe. Neither of those immediately for me seem that great. The thing with adding a effect slot or adding a swipe is right now, adding an effect slot is just going to put a bark into my deck, which is just one more thing I have to draw that I don't necessarily want yet. So what you really want is a small deck of really good cards rather than a big deck of like lots of ambiguous cards. We have 8 XP, which is loads for the first time in our run. Hike will upgrade to 3 for 6. I can't not do that. I will also... I want to upgrade Lazy still. But I think I'm going to upgrade Harvest to a range 2. And a Swipe to Big Strike does 2 damage. Rush, charge in a straight line within range 3. Attack for 1 damage. Plus 1 damage for each tile travelled. Effects, enter effects are ignored for all but the final tile. Exhaust does not reshuffle. Or Bite. Attack target for 1 damage. Gain 1 food for each damage. I'm just going to take a Big Strike. So that is all our XP spent. And then if we check the map, we have the Nutty Beach, 2 more, and then the boss at the end. So join me next time. We'll see if we can't finish out this area and then go on to areas beyond. For now, though, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing and hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.